Hello, welcome back to your mat, welcome back to your practice, and welcome back to beautiful Lake Superior behind me. And today we're going to do a beach yoga class. So I'm not using a mat. You don't have to use a mat. If you are near a beach, this is great. If you're going to the beach, save this one for later. If you're at a lake, wherever, or even if you're at home at your desk, get up and join me. No mat needed. We're just going to go for it. So we're going to start standing, and this will all be standing, so you won't have to be on the ground at all. So if you're in a public place, you don't want to be on the ground, this is perfect. There is going to be some noise in the background. There are families here and kids playing in the water. It's a beautiful day here at the lake, so I apologize for that in advance, but let's get started. So we're going to stand. I'm going to stand here, and all we're going to do is we're going to do some side bends over. So you can bring your arm up overhead if you like, your left arm, and bring your right arm down, or you can just simply side bend over. So we're just going to go from side to side, either with the arms up or keep them down. I'm going to go arm up. Just going to get a little stretching, a little warming up here. And again, we're going to stay standing for the whole class for our beach yoga. So maybe you've got a nice little vacation coming up. You're going to be at the beach somewhere. Or maybe you're going to have a lake house for the weekend. You want to do a little bit of yoga with a nice backdrop and view. Or maybe you're at home and you're longing to be at the beach. Whenever you are, let's go a few more rounds this way with the side bends. Hopefully, even if you're at home and you can't go to the beach, you can enjoy this nice lake, calm Lake Superior today. Sometimes she's not so calm, but today she is. And then come back to center. And now we're going to do a standing balance here. I'm going to attempt to on the sand, so this will be a little bit more challenging. You can always leave both feet down if you like. We're just going to simply balance and twist if you bring the other leg up. So if you want to do it with both legs down, we'll start the first one, both legs down. Stretch that right arm behind you and the left arm out in front of you. And then turn and look over that right arm. And then come back to center, and then we'll do the other side. So left arm stretch out behind you, right arm in front. Look out behind you, and then come back to center. Now if you're feeling like you want to try the balance challenge, go ahead and lift that right knee up, and the same thing. Open those arms out carefully. If you fall and wobble, that's okay. If you're on sand like I am, the ground is very uneven. Come back to center, and let's go to the other side. Left leg up, and twist to the left. I'm going slow here to watch that gaze so I don't fall over. And let's come back. Let's try it one more time. So either both legs down or the balance again. If you're going with the balance, right leg up. Find that steady gaze out to the right as you open up to the right with your twist. You can always bring that foot back down if you need to. And let's come back to center. And now let's go to the other side. Either legs down or your left leg up. Balancing. And open to the left. And let it all go. Now we're going to do some dancing warriors here on the beach. So what we're going to do is come into our warrior two stay. Actually, I take that back. We're going to come into wide-legged forward fold here. So stretch your legs out as wide as you like. And we're going to fold forward. You're going to inhale and halfway lift. Look out in front of you. And then exhale and fold in. Look underneath of you there, whatever view you may have. Inhale, halfway lift. Look out in front of you. Exhale, fold in. Let's go twice more. Inhale, look out in front of you. Exhale, fold in. Once more. Inhale, look out in front of you. And exhale, fold in. Let's bring ourselves back, all the way back up. And now we're going to go into a warrior two stance. So go ahead and turn that right foot out and come into a nice deep bend here. And we're just going to do some simple dancing warriors. So your arms can be in whatever configuration you would like them to be. So you can keep your arms down. You can have them back behind you if you want to open up the chest a bit more, which I think I'm going to go with that today. You can have traditional arms out like warrior two, normal. Whatever feels best for you. You could even have them up overhead if you like. You could do some cactus. This is your practice. Do what you want. Hopefully you're at some beach kind of enjoying yourself and playing. So just play around with the arm variations. So we're going to start with warrior one, two. And then we're going to inhale as we're looking out. And then exhale and come into reverse warrior. So this is where I'm going to drop my left arm behind me and bring my right arm up overhead. You can also bring that left hand down the side. Whatever arm variation you feel like. If you're in cactus, you could even do cactus. So go with what works best for you. We'll go slow this first round. And then you're going to inhale, come back up through center, and then you're gonna exhale and come into side angle. So here, you could have this arm not support on your knee if you like. You wanna be more challenging, or leave it down. The other arm up overhead. You could still stay in your cactus. You could still have both your arms behind your back. That gives you a little bit more challenge. And then come back up. So we're gonna move through those 3 poses at your own pace with your own arm variations that you want, and you can mix and match them up. Have fun with it. So inhale, look out over the front leg there, and then exhale and come into your reverse warrior. Inhale, come back up, and exhale into your side angle. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale. Exhale, side angle. Inhale. Exhale, reverse. Inhale. Exhale, side angle. Let's go 2 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale, reverse. Inhale. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. I already messed up my inhales and exhales there. You get the idea. And then come into your side angle. And then come back up. To rinse it out before we go to the other side, we are going to come back to that wide-legged forward fold. So go ahead and come forward. Inhale, halfway lift, come on out. And if you want to, you can make this a little more like a down dog halfway lift. So I got my arms out further. And then you could exhale and fold in. So you're getting a little down dog. I did lie, our hands are gonna be on the ground for this one pose. Inhale, look forward in your possible down dog / wide-legged fold. And then come on into that forward fold again. Inhale once more, looking out in front of you. And exhale, forward fold in. And then walk it back in, come all the way up, shake off the sand out of your hands. And now we're gonna go to the other side. So now my left leg is turned out into my warrior 2. So I got my left leg is bent, right leg is straight. Again, arm variation of your choice. I'm gonna go with cactus just to mix it up. So I'm coming into my cactus. Inhale, look out over that left arm, left leg. And then exhale into your reverse, however you want to do that. Inhale, and then exhale, side angle. So you can make this your own, however you want to do it. Come back up, and at this front time, I'm going to let you do it at your own pace. So just move between those poses. Side angle, back to warrior 2, back to reverse. So just move through that, however you feel like it. Make it challenging, make it less challenging. Go slow, go fast. However you want. You could do different things with the arms. You've got lots of options here. So just make it your own. And you can mix it up halfway through with a different arm variation. Let's go a couple more rounds, both sides. The reverse, warrior 2, back to your side angle. And then come back to center. Go ahead and bring your feet back to center here together. And I want to make sure I don't forget one of the poses I was going to do. Excuse me, yes, that's what I thought I was going to do, but I just want to make sure. Okay, so we're going to do a standing quad stretch. So again, you're going to need a little balance here. So be prepared to wobble, and that's okay. We're just going to put the weight into the left foot and go ahead and reach for that right foot. And bring that up and get a nice little quad stretch. So instead of doing our stretches on the ground, we're gonna do them standing up while also balancing. So find a steady gaze off in the distance somewhere. And then exhale, release that, let that go, and we'll go to the other side. So again, find that steady gaze you can. Get as grounded as you can on whatever surface you're in, whether it's the sand or hardwood floor, or you could be out in the forest, wherever you might be. I called it beach yoga, but I really should have maybe called it nature yoga, so you could do this anywhere. No mat required. Get your steady gaze there and really pull that foot in to give yourself a nice quad stretch on the left there. And if you wobble, you wobble. Come back into it. And then release that foot down. And then last, we're gonna do a hip stretch here while standing. So also balance here, but you can also put your hands down. I'll show you that in a moment. So we're gonna bend deeply into that left leg and bring that right foot on top of your left knee. And then you're gonna come down. So you can have prayer hands, or if you're not feeling the balance, you can always bring your hands down to the ground, to the beach, to the forest floor, and you're just gonna sink back as much as you can here, and you really should feel that in that right hip. So if you're feeling like going for the balance, I highly recommend using prayer hands. It really kind of helps ground you and keep you stable. Another inhale there. Feel that. You should really feel that in that right hip. Exhale, let that go. And now the other side. So stand tall. You know where we're going. Go ahead and bend into that right leg. Bring that left foot on top of that right knee. I'm going to bring my hands down to begin with. And now you should feel that in your left hip. This is standing figure 4, so you can also do this seated, but I wanted to keep this all standing, so wherever you are, you can do it without having a mat. And then bring your hands to prayer if you want to try that out. See if that gives you some stability there. You still got a balance there. Hold that for a moment. Sink back a little more. Exhale, let that go. Shake it all out. Let the sand, and then return to mountain pose. A nice standing pose here. Close your eyes for a few moments. And just take in, we're gonna do this is a standing Shavasana we're working with here. So if you have a mat and you're on a surface where you're gonna do a regular Shavasana, do that. But otherwise, we're just gonna stand here for a moment, listen to the waves. Wherever you may be, maybe it's the rustle of the wind in the trees, birds chirping. Perhaps you're inside right now. You could always visualize. If you can't be at those places, visualize your favorite beach, your favorite forest, your favorite spot in nature. Breathe there. Letting all the cares of the day go away just for this moment. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Bow your head in thanks and gratitude for a great practice on the beach or wherever you may have been. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you found this helpful. I hope that you take this with you on maybe a little vacation, or if you're traveling, you can do this almost anywhere. You don't need a mat, you don't need any props. Just go for it. So thank you again for joining me, and until next time.